It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Let's get through this. This is an update video. I'm in an Umbreon onesie. I should be asleep. I gotta head out in like 12 hours. So we're going through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the big announcement that is the next series that we will be covering all in this update video. I have definitely not hit record on this more times than I can fucking count. Anyway, let's power through this. Progression series. We have one in the can. I double checked with Ann Arbor. But it's going to be going on like a little temporary hiatus here film-wise because of life for some of us. I still would make time, but I don't want to force, between new jobs and everything else that's going on behind the scenes with the other guys, I don't want to force that to be like a huge stressor on them. So we're just going to hit the brakes on that a little bit. You might still get the Duelist Revolution, Star Strike Blast, either this weekend or next weekend, or you might just have to wait until we get a bunch built up. I kind of just let Ann Arbor have the dealer's hand there since he's the one editing it. But that also means with that, obviously we pulled the last two 5Ds packs at the end of that. So that would be the next one we will be filming, and then we'll be starting the Zexal era, which means you're very, very close to watching me struggle playing Yu-Gi-Oh! More so than usual, because it is time for Pendulums. It's where I stopped playing the game regularly, so yeah, you're going to watch me struggle with that. Links, not so much because I have played Master Duel. But let's not mince words. It's Scuff. The entire series of Scuff. It's fun. It's dumb fun. I'm figuring that this series will reach its current conclusion around May. The rate we're going through these packs, and bulk filming them when we have the chance to film them. And that leaves me to this for you, the audience. This is the audience interaction portion of this. What do you want to see next? Do you want to see us go through like the extra packs as like bonus episodes? Do you want to see it just like sit on ice? Do you want to see us play a different card game? Like the Digimon card game, I think, is on Tabletop Sim. I know the Pokemon card game has its own little game thingy-majigger. And then I know there is I'm pretty sure there's a Magic one if you want to watch us suffer like that. I think the MTG Arena is what that's called. Anyway, those are options for you. Or they can just sit there and we can play a different game. Make Control Chaos Gaming again. We'll get to that a little bit more in a moment. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. And that also means like, and this is something you wouldn't notice, but this is me being transparent with you. We're kind of doing the same with the Power Ranger stuff. We're still going to watch it as we're able to. We're not really committing to recording right now until life settles back down. We've already watched all of Cosmic Fury. I got thumbnail made for that one. We have Lightspeed Rescue already recorded and sitting here on this computer. Drag it over. So yeah, that one is there, ready to be edited when it's time. Obviously, right now, Time Force, we're on episode 11. So we got 70 episodes left of the Post-Zordon era. My goal, my personal goal right now is to have the Post-Zordon video out by Thanksgiving week, right? And I think that's really easily achievable. There's like 70-ish episodes left. And that means like 10-ish a week. Watch 10 episodes of Power Rangers a week. It seems like a very easy to do thing. I'm not holding it as like a concrete date, but that's kind of my goal. And then I do believe that would leave just one moment. The Disney era and the Neo Saban era, and none of those are really long eras because they're all like 40 to 20 episodes each. And then we only really need to do Beast Morphers outside for the Hasbro era. So like theoretically speaking, this should be also reaching its natural conclusion around the same time as the Progression series, right? So that means it's announcement time. You made it to the announcement. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the announcement. You see my inner YouTuber coming out. It's all a meme. It's 420. I should be hitting a blunt right now. we're going our own ninja way. That's right. We are doing Naruto as our next. We are covering Naruto as our next series, right? Which means I'm going to be heavily intoxicated talking about Naruto, which means you get Scuffed Vex, which you all love. Scuffed Vex is the best Vex, right? That means we might also watch the Brit turn to the bottle, because he might break. Luke.exe has stopped responding by the end of that, because it's like 700 and some odd episodes, I believe, for Naruto, of which like 400 are canon. I know there's a Naruto Kai that breaks down all the canon from the non-canon, and is really bad for Boruto. Yeah, I don't know if we'll cover Boruto. We'll see how much torture I can put myself through before I need to go into therapy again. Because yeah. That's the next series. But because a lot of this stuff is going on ice, right? And then obviously Naruto is going to be after Power Rangers. What's the content going to be on this channel, right? We saw 2 episodes of it right now. The Control Cast podcast is back. It never intentionally went away. It just kind of happened while we were watching Power Rangers and losing our minds as we go through watching teenagers get baked into a pizza and Pumpkin try to rap and talking about which fucking Power Rangers villains I personally want to step on me. That is now my legacy in that series. Have fun with that meme. Try not to run it into the ground like Clip Bullet or Cumwall. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at with that, right? The podcast has never officially went away. We had 2 episodes come out, right? One of them is gaming related with Party James and myself, and then I was joined by Luke in the next one with Party Jams to talk about Manga Plus and some of the titles and decisions that they've been making, which was a really fun discussion. We have a Google Doc full of stuff that we want to talk about. The cast will be rotating. It won't always be the same 3 chucklefucks or 4 chucklefucks sitting in the video. Sometimes I won't be there. Sometimes Luke won't be there, etc., etc. But yeah, those will all be really interesting. There's a lot of good topics in that document. Just some of them, like, not all of us are able to talk about because we have no interest in them, but others do. So that'll be a fun thing for you to have in the background while we wait for these 2 to come back. And can get done. Like I said, like, all we need to do is hit record on the Cosmic Fury episode of the By the Era video, and then I've already got everything else planned and done. I just need to hit stop, start, or start, stop, and then make the visualizer, and it'll go up the day it's recorded, basically. But the others, you know, take a lot longer because it's watching entire seasons and then filming that portion and then sitting down and making visualizers for each of those, making that one long video, and then doing all the background stuff for the audio versions. It's a longer process when you're doing multiple seasons than it is with one. That's the behind the veil for that. But with the podcast, like, all I gotta do is hit start, stop, and then make it pretty with a visualizer. But second channel wise, you notice that there was a little bit of a hiatus there, and that wasn't intentional. So over on Chaos Squared, obviously things have been a little bit more rocky the last couple weeks. First week, that's my fault. Because all of my filters got deleted for my mic when I updated OBS. Did not realize that happened. That should not have happened. It happened. I do apologize for that. That's why there's a chunk missing from that video. Because it was unlistenable. So I apologize for that. And then things happened. Red tried to doctor it to where it was listenable. It wasn't listenable. Then we fell another week behind. And then another week behind. And then that's when I'm just like, okay, what do we want to do here? Do we want to just cycle back? And then we decided just to do the double review and the skit thing, all on that. The skit was filmed in the literally, I was sitting in a chair like this with this, screaming, lesbians, lesbians. In the back of a fucking hotel. Yeah, that was remotely filmed. God, I hate this fucking mic stand. I need to get a new one. But anyway, that was fun. I hope to do more skits in the future. But in regards to all of that, right? Trying to do all of this remote, and then with like at the end of that episode, you heard our thoughts are kind of skewed on that. We're weighing options of doing like more bulk reviews versus the weekly on that. That's something that might happen. It might not. Just want to be transparent right now instead of it being a surprise later on. But obviously, like, the schedule for that channel tends to be like whatever the fuck it wants to be anyway. But I want to be honest now than rather than later. So with that, I also pitched another series for him to read, and that might end up being a way to kind of balance it out. We'll see what he thinks of that one. And that was Shoujo Null. So we'll see what he thinks of that. Maybe we can review that at some point as well. Because I had fun reading it while I've been traveling. So that'll be interesting what his thoughts are on it. That being said, two little tiny things, right? You'll see a video that's technically from another channel pop up on here. It's where I collab with an old friend, and a bunch of his co-hosts from his old Facebook group, and people he's met in the game himself. That kind of will give you an opportunity to go check out all of their content as well. You might like it. I know Luke was in the comments for most of that. He actually was the one that let me know the fucking stream went down. But it's going to be an interesting departure from that, but it's also like super scuffed because it was not at all coordinated, which fits right in with our brand here. Half of the cast was kind of late or running late, a lot of technical difficulties, so it'll be familiar territory if you've watched our content. I've known the host of it for a very long time. He's actually somebody I met from the original Facebook group that spawned this channel, so it was nice catching up while we were filming and on a time schedule, a tight schedule there. So yeah, that was fun. It'll be up whenever I get the archive. If I don't get the archive, then it won't be up. He said he was going to send it to me, but YouTube's being YouTube because there was a clip played, and that's kind of why the stream went down. So he's dealing with that right now. So yeah, if you see it, it'll be Random Roundtable, I believe is what he calls it. So I'll just name it what he names it. Leave all the information you need in the description of it, and then you'll be able to pop in and view it. I'd love to do more collabs moving forward, either solo or with the guys, because they're always fun, and you get to see different perspectives than you typically have when you're talking to the same 5 people filming videos. So it's always fun. It has been, I think, 2 years since we did the B-Stars collab. Yeah, that was a really long time ago at this point. So yeah, love to do more of those. Anyway, on to this, right? Now, you're probably wondering, Vex, what the fuck are you talking about? That's just a mess in the background. You would also be correct, but once I get back, I'm going to try and get this looking more presentable, which will mean acquiring more bookcases for this right here, and this laundry pile here. That's just a basket that my overly rotund first son decided he was going to break the handle of, that I didn't even notice till I tried to pick it up earlier. Yeah, that's the laundry basket's gotta go. But anyway, that's going to be moved and organized, and this is going to be a streaming space again. Because I'll unfortunately be stuck here a little bit longer than I wanted to originally, for reasons beyond my control. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing more live streaming over on Control Chaos, the Twitch, right? So twitch.tv/Control Chaos Studios. Put out a tweet about it a few weeks ago while I was using the V2 avatar remotely. And I will be, while this is both while I'm on the road and while this is being reorganized and made presentable to some degree, I will be using the VTube avatar. I might use the VTube avatar more, just depending on like how much effort I want to put into being presentable and looking like a human being instead of a overgrown child in a fucking Umbreon onesie filming an update video at now 4:30 in the fucking morning. Because, like, let's face it, not everybody wants to be on camera every day, right? But I do enjoy streaming a lot, and with the V2 avatar, it's a lot less high effort. I just turn it on, and then it just pops up, and then I can just sit there and play Power Wash Sim, or whatever fucking game I'm playing. While I'm on the road, I want to try and finish Power Wash Sim, and then when I come back, I have other games I want to go through. And I would love to do more of these community game nights or collaborations with mods where we're playing random games like we did that one week with the Uno or the Monopoly, right? There's a lot of small games that I've pitched, Castle Crashers being one of them, because the remaster's on Steam. Any games you guys in the community want to play with us, comment below. I will make a concerted effort to acquire them, and we will be able to collaborate and have fun. You can join the Discord, and we can voice chat while you're on stream. Please do not say a slur. Shouldn't have to say that, but it's the internet, so I say it anyway. I've also been debating on bringing one of my friends in to play Counter-Strike and watch me waste money on fucking crates because I have a gambling problem. And that's sarcasm, but I mean, I also am not going to try and play around with the crates. Anyway, feel free to resub to the Twitch because that is where I'm going to be streaming primarily. The VOD channel is going to be just that, a VOD channel, and the kick is just going to sit there so I can have my fucking username and nobody can commit a hate crime under my name. Kick has a long way to go. I played all three of them, right? I used Twitch originally, and Twitch decided to be dumb, and they made a lot of bad decisions. Then I went to YouTube Gaming last year, but the discoverability on there is not great because it seems that YouTube wants to put a lot of shorts at your front fucking page, even though it's not goddamn TikTok. And every YouTube short still has the fucking TikTok watermark on it mostly, or the Instagram Reels one. Anyway, so I tried that one, and then I tried Kick because I was curious. It's a new platform. It promised a lot of great things. Not a whole lot of growth, unfortunately. Will I revisit any of those streaming platforms? Absolutely, I will. Sometimes I'll hop on the YouTube and stream on there if it's something that, you know, is YouTube friendly. But I can't. There's a reason behind wanting to go back to Twitch primarily, and that is I do want to go back and do manga streams with Red, where we're reading like the armpit fetish manga or really random shit, and bring back Fire Punch and all this stuff. And that's something I plan to do once I'm back in November, back permanently in November. So that is kind of where my mind is right now for that. And to do that, I kind of just decided, like, well, let's hard fucking focus on Twitch. So you can go and sub back to that, reactivate it, whatever, if you want to, or go give it a follow. I will put the link in the description of this video. And, yeah, I think that's it. We're hitting the 20-minute mark, so I should shut my fucking mouth, shouldn't I? Peace. 20 minutes.